So Man United losing by 3-1 at Old Trafford. It's not the start of the season that they wanted. Coach, what does Ten Hag do now? I mean, Champions League action coming. It looks like the games are coming thick and fast. And it's a Bayern Munich of all teams coming home. A bad defeat, and the team's confidence could crash.
You know, it's a Bayern Munich away game.
Yeah.
Man United goes to the Allianz Arena on Wednesday in the Champions League. And that is going to be a very difficult game, truth be told. But look, at the end of the day, it is what it is. You need to quickly put this defeat behind you. Because if you look at the games that are ahead of you, you can only, when you're a coach and your team lose a game, you quickly crave an early opportunity to get that behind you. So that is exactly what they will be hoping for. I listened to Ten Hag, and look, he was so spot on.
Yeah.
We could have done better. In that first 25 minutes, I think if Rashford had been a bit unselfish, Man United should have taken a 2-goal lead before Brighton would have even settled down. Whoever watched the game clearly realized that Brighton first goal was clearly against the run of play.
Yeah.
United had dominated, had imposed themselves, and had created chances upon chances. And unfortunately, all the chances fell to one player who wouldn't raise his head to lay the pass for any other player to score. And in this game of football, it is fine margins. Brighton in that first half had one shot on target. They scored from that. In the second half, their very first shot on target, they scored from that. Before they scored in the second half, United had created another chance, falling to Marcus Rashford. All he needed to do was to do a pull out. He went for goal and then hit the side netting. Brighton recycled the ball and then they ended up putting the ball in the back of the net. Credit must be given to them. Look, they are a proper footballing team. They understand what Roberto De Zerbi expects from them. So if you are playing against them, one thing that is guaranteed, they will create chances. And if they are that clinical, then they'll beat you to it. So you yourself will have to make sure that your chances created should be put to good use. Look, tactically, Ten Hag went diamond. And I think that worked until United conceded the second goal. Not the first goal, but the second goal, I believe. Now, in the diamond, Marcus Rashford in particular needed to anticipate the pressing of Rasmus Højlund better. Because the two of them was there, more or less Bruno right in the middle of the two of them, tactically preventing Brighton to pass the ball into the channel. So Brighton needed to go wide. That was why Tariq Lamptey and the other right back kept the game very stretched. Now, in doing so, McTominay and Eriksen should have been per the shape of the diamond. These two players should have been the one taking care of the Brighton fullback. They didn't do that. And shocking was McTominay. Because in terms of age, energy, physique, he was against Tariq Lamptey. Tariq Lamptey kept running past him, as if he was not there. People are talking about Carlos Casemiro. If United had Amrabat fit yesterday, Casemiro wouldn't have started the game at all. Because, like I did say about McAllister and Cole, he had gone from England to Brazil, 90 minutes. From Brazil to Bolivia, 90 minutes. Because he's not the captain of Brazil. Now back to England. So he got back to England on Thursday. He didn't even train on Thursday. He just did some shake-up on Friday and he was in the game. So again, like we saw of Chelsea today, Moise Caicedo, they didn't use him at all because the jet lag was in. But because United as big as team, they want everybody to believe they are, don't have two players in every position very capable of stepping in when the other is not there. It is not the sort of start we would have wanted, to be honest with you. 6 points out of possible 15. You've played 5 games, you've won 2, you've lost 3. But I still do maintain there are early days yet. Rasmus Højlund did show yesterday that his impact will be felt. I cannot wait to see Amrabat partner Carlos Casemiro and see how it goes. I think once Amrabat comes into that team and adds some bit of finesse and energy and bite, a bit more tenacity to whatever Carlos Casemiro is doing, I think United season will do a turnaround.
Edwin, just snap thoughts on your takeaways from that Brighton United game before we go to the Serie A.
Look, Coach mentioned how the wide players in United's diamond, very briefly, McTominay and Eriksen didn't do their jobs. I want to point at Eriksen, for example, for the first goal in particular.
He went to sleep.
His failure to mark Veltman led to Reguilon going over to deal with Veltman and then leaving the space for was it Gross?
No, the black boy, the winger, the one who came through the Right to Dreams Academy. What's the name?
Adingra space on that side, and then he pulled it across for Welbeck to score. And then you had the third goal?
The second goal again. McTominay failing to track the run off.
And then the third goal, Eriksen failing to track Gross. So you have a big problem of Eriksen, whose legs, you can't blame him. He's a very good creative player. But obviously his legs are gone. And I agree with Coach that we need to see Amrabat introduced into this team to see how he pairs with a fully fit Casemiro. For Brighton, brilliant starts. Since De Zerbi took over, they are number 2 in shots on goal, number 1 in shots on target, number 2 in possession behind Manchester City. Number 1 in terms of touches inside the box. So this is a very attacking team that he's built. And it looks like good things for Brighton going forward.
Good things for Brighton going forward. Let's get to Italy. Supposed to be one of the biggest games in Italy. Well, Inter Milan made sure that this game was no competition at all. AC Milan, really shocking. They lost the game by 5-1. I'm not sure what the Milan ultras think about this one, but it was not pretty. We'll try and see if we can bring you Juventus versus Lazio as well in back-to-back highlights. We'll come back in studio and discuss.